Welcome back, guys. Today we are doing Sous Vide Ribeye Steak with Balsamic Glazed Brussel Sprouts, oven roasted of course. And I'm sure you guys see before me this beautiful little display I got going on. I'm sure you can tell by the copper cup what we're having today. Moscow Mule goes great with steak. Goes great with anything in my opinion. But hey, so let's get mixing. First we gotta add some ice to our nice copper mug. Next, of course, we gotta go 2 ounces of a good vodka. Next, we're gonna add some ginger beer. Probably take the whole thing, small cans. That'll be great. Put that to the side. Now we're gonna add a splash of lime. Squeeze that on in there. Next, we're gonna stir. Always gotta stir, guys, don't forget. If you want a big drink of vodka, you want to mix that stuff up. Then, of course, we're going to garnish with a little mint. You all know what we got to do with this. We got to slap it around a little bit, get it all happy and fragrant. Put that in there, and of course, another little lime for garnish. Let's take a drink. Cheers. I love a good meal. It's probably my top 5 mixed drinks. So refreshing, delicious, and smooth. Gotta love it. On a good hot day, can't go wrong. All right, as you see before us, we got 2 nice ribeyes. Now, we are going to sous vide these. Sous vide is a French method of cooking, which means under vacuum. So, what we're going to do is we're going to season them up. And I'm going to vacuum seal them, and they're going to be in a water bath for about an hour. It takes time, but the end product is so delicious. Let's go ahead and season these up. Simple seasoning, nothing fancy, guys. Salt, pepper, garlic. And now we flip. These are going to be really good. A little much on that one, but that's okay. I like garlic. All right, now for the next step. We got our vacuum sealer set up, we got our steaks, we got a little butter, we got a little rosemary. They didn't have fresh, so I'm just using some dehydrated leaves. It'll be just fine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to carefully put our ribeye in the bag. Try not to get too much on the outside of the bag. Put that in there. We're going to drop in 2 pads of butter on top of the steak. So, with our clean hand, we're going to sprinkle in just a little bit of rosemary. Like so. Next, we're going to drop it in the vacuum sealer and seal this guy up. Just like that, a nice vacuum sealed steak. We'll get this other one sealed up and then we'll get ready to give it its bath. Back in we go. again, perfectly vacuum sealed. This is going to be great. All right, we're just going to drop them in here so they're underneath the water. We're just going to take a couple paper clips and hold them to the side. We don't want these floating around getting into our little sous vide machine here. Now, I love using this thing. This is probably one of my favorite ways to cook. Steak, chicken breast, everything comes out so juicy and delicious. It's just so good. It does take a little time, but that's okay. So next, we're going to bring up my little app I have for my little machine here. We're going to go to our guides, beef. We're doing a ribeye. So that's for rare, but we're going to go medium rare. So we're going to cook it at 129 degrees for 1 hour. We're going to start it, and there it goes. All right, since this is going to take about an hour, we're going to go ahead and give us the perfect opportunity to start working on our Brussels sprouts. The Brussels have been washed. Now we're going to trim them up a little bit and have them and get them ready to put them in our cast iron skillet. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut off these woody ends, like so. We're going to have them like so. Then any of the loose leaves that come out, just kind of clean them up a little bit. I always like to pull off one layer at least. We'll set it to the side, and we'll go ahead and get these ready to go. Now, a lot of people do not like Brussels sprouts. When I was growing up, I hated Brussels sprouts. But as I got older, my palate matured, and I enjoy them. Especially with a little balsamic, they're going to be delicious. These are halved, ready to go. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to throw these all into our little bowl here. I have my oven preheating at 400 degrees, because that's where these bad boys are going, into the oven. Drop those in there. We're going to drizzle a little olive oil over them. And as always, I'll put the recipe down in the description below. We're going to go with a little balsamic vinegar. Salt. And of course, black pepper. We're going to give these a little toss with our hands. And next, we're going to drop them into our cast iron skillet and into the oven. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to the pan that's going to go in our oven. I got 4 tablespoons here. We'll just drop that in. It'll all melt once everything gets going. And we're going to dump in our Brussels. Perfect timing. The oven's ready to go at 400 degrees. Drop that in there. Into the oven these go. And while these cook for roughly 40 minutes, we're gonna, I guess, refill our drink. Terrible, terrible. All right, we got about 10 minutes left on these Brussels, but I want to stir them one more time and then add a little balsamic glaze to them. Yeah, look at that. These guys are crispy and almost probably ready. We'll probably end up pulling them. We're just going to go ahead and glaze them up and leave them out. I think they're done. Just like that. We're going to set them to the side. And we're just waiting on our steak now. All right. Let's get these steaks out of their nice little warm bath because they're finally ready. Open them up. Now these are going to be super tender. So you want to be gentle bringing them out. You're going to lay it down. And I know what you guys are thinking. Dee, that looks terrible. But wait, we are not done yet. We're going to pat these off. Get them nice and dry. Take a little olive oil We got a nice hot cast iron skillet. It ain't gonna take long because we're not trying to cook them. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want. All right. So like that, these steaks are done. Beautiful. Medium rare sous vide steaks. What's next? Let's have a bite. The steak is ready. Let's plate up some of our Brussels. Guys, I tell you what, this is probably the best part of doing all this is getting to taste it. Now we're going to garnish with a little shredded Parmesan, shaved, I suppose you'd call that. There you have it, sous vide steak with oven roasted balsamic Brussels. All right, let's cut this steak open, see how we did. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's a beaut there. Let's try it. God, it's so tender. That is a good ribeye. Flavorful. You get everything in there. A little bit of butter, a little bit of the rosemary. Love it. Let's try our Brussels. Parm. I'm happy with that. Now I know you guys are saying, gee, that takes a long time to do. An hour there, it does. But every now and then, you want to try something out of the box. And this is one of my favorite ways. Give it a try. I like it. Until next time, as always, like and subscribe. Cheers.